Hey guys, my name is Tabatha Jasper, and I am what's now known as a momtreneur. So what that is I'm a mother, I have two children, and I'm proud to say that they are twins and they are turning 10 in a matter of months. And I'm an entrepreneur. And what why do I do this? Well, I really have no choice. I've for the last 10 years of my kids' life, I had my kids very, very young. I was 20 years old and they were born quite early. And I was really lucky that they were super duper healthy. So I made a vow to take as good a care of my kids and myself over these years. But it was a challenge. I mean, my goodness, I have these two kids. I was single for a long, long time. I mean, I spent 7 years of raising my children on my own. And you can just imagine the stress. I've got nobody to share that responsibility with. Their dad was awesome. He was around on the every other weekend. He was really good with that commitment. But that also means that for a full week and an extra weekend, they're on me until he gives me those 2 days off. So, you can imagine the pressure, you can imagine the stress, and my body did undergo some things that I don't need to share right now. But the point is, when you're a mother, okay, you do not have a choice to stay home with your children. Especially when you're a single parent, especially in the 21st century, with the way things are going economically here in my country, Canada, it's next to impossible to be able to rely on staying home with your children unless you have some sort of extra income coming in, and that's just not reality. The lifestyle that you'll have will not be a good one, and trust me, it's not the dream lifestyle that I want, that I visualize for myself, never mind my two children. So I started going to work regularly, full time. I worked for KFC. I worked for a printer's office. At one time I worked for McDonald's for a year. And then I finally got a really good job as a coach, which was fantastic. It was a beautiful, wonderful, inspiring place to work, but it still did not give me or my kids a lifestyle that I wanted for them or that they should want for themselves. Yes, I was working and I was making enough money to bring in a little bit more than just food and clothing, but the problem was I was never home. What other parents have that in common with me? Probably all of you. So what I'm saying is being as resourceful as I am, I was able to see outside of myself for, every once in a while I'd sit and I'd dream and I dared to become creative. And I would sit there and I'd think, man, there's got to be another way to do this. I'm exhausted. I'm rarely home. When I do get home, I'm too tired to make dinner. So we're just going to order some pizza or we're going to make some canned food, something that's really simple and easy. But how freaking healthy is that? It's not healthy. It's not living. It's not a lifestyle. It's not what I visualized for myself and my family. Yes, I've got this bank account and it's looking great and I'm perfectly able to get things done, but I'm not able to be there for my kids. And what about them? What's their life? It's one thing for me to have to get up every morning because I choose to, because I'm going to work. It's a completely other thing for the kids to get up, go to school for a full day, get off of school, go to daycare for half the time, or the rest of the half of the day, I should say, and come home to a tired, exhausted mother who's just going to slap a bowl of chicken noodle soup in front of them. That's not the food that I was raising them on. I was raising them on vegetables and fruits and their selection of healthy proteins. I want to give them as much organic meals as possible, high fiber foods, teaching them about what food groups nuts actually belong to. Wake up, people. Nuts do not belong in the protein food group. I'm a vegetarian, and I can tell you right now, that is a healthy fat. Anyway, way outside of my box. Point being, I saw that my community was raising my children. Okay, community being school and community being daycare. I was not raising my children. I had all these wonderful tools in front of me. I had books that I was reading. I was ultra inspired but I couldn't do anything about it. I had all these thoughts and all these things that I wanted to do, but I was too tired to action them. And my children were beginning to really show those signs of deprivation. You know how you hear people these days, whether they're our age, middle-aged, seniors, you hear all of them talking. Kids these days, kids these days, kids these days. They don't respect their parents. They don't listen. They're disrespectful. Well, yeah, because their parents are at work all day long. That is messed up. They are not raising their children anymore. Their community is raising their children. Their phones are raising their children. The television is babysitting their children. But it's not the parents. And we got to get back to that. And that is where you can see my passion just start spilling out of me. It's pouring from my pores because I'm very passionate about my children. And not just my children, but your children. So why am I posting this video today? I'm posting it because just a few short months ago, I was brave enough to quit my job. Oh my goodness, I quit my job. I quit my job. I quit. I quit funneling all that money in and here I am. I'm working from home and I'm finally doing the thing I've always wanted to do, which is be a stay-at-home mother and live the life of an entrepreneur and finally start putting my personal skills into a project that I don't even know what that project is, but I want to share it with you. And that's why I'm filming myself today. I'm announcing that I was brave enough to have a vision and decide, you know what? This life that I'm living now is not good enough for me and my family. And it shouldn't be good enough for you. It shouldn't be. So I quit. And I'm lucky enough. Yes, I'm lucky enough that I have a boyfriend who works full time, but his vision matches my vision. He does not want to work for somebody else for the rest of his life. He doesn't want to play by those rules. He wants to be able to create his own like I am and like you want to do. So that I have to say that doesn't mean that you can't do it too. Just if you're living by yourself, what I want you to do is I want you to reach outside of yourself. Reach outside of yourself. Make a list of resources for yourself if you can. If you can dare to even try, make a list. At the end of the day, you are capable of anything. Do not take my examples as the example. What I want to get back to though is I'm lucky enough to have had this opportunity to tap into a system that has helped so many thousands of other people around the world, not just Canada, not just the US, not just Europe, but around the world. And they are these fine, wonderful, gleaming examples. And I'm so lucky to be a part of that community. So what will my blog be about? I'll tell you. It's about this journey, about bravery and reaching deep down inside of myself and creating something beautiful, something that was always itching to come out, and it's finally just starting to grow. I've got all these seeds and I've planted them, and I'm just starting to watch everything break through the dirt and sprout out. And I'm inviting you to join me on my personal journey of finding my very own peace and love and awesomeness. So I just want to finish with, if you share the same desires that I do and you felt the same pain, or maybe you haven't felt the same pain, maybe you're sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant. What am I going to do with the rest of my life? What am I going to do with this child? Just stop worrying, okay? Be brave enough to even just daily follow my blog, follow my example, and dare to dream for a minute, because your journey has just begun and you are a person fully capable of walking the same footsteps as myself and all those thousands of other people that have done it and have proved that they can be successful with whatever you want. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm vibrating with so much energy. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up, but I'm gonna finish my video with a celebration that I want to share with you, because I am so lucky, and I'm inviting you to join me on this journey to find your very own peace, love, and awesomeness. Here we go.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream. Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. We're the same, I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream.
3, 2, 1, go. Have you heard the news? Everyone's talking. Life is good cause everything's awesome. Lost my job, that's a new opportunity. More free time for my awesome community. I feel more awesome than an awesome possum. Dip my body in chocolate frosting. 3 years later I shot the frosting. Smelling like a blossom, everything is awesome. Stepped in mud, got new brown shoes. Awesome to win and it's awesome to lose. Awesome to lose. Awesome to lose. Awesome to lose.
Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever. Let's party forever. We're the same, I'm like you, you're like me. We're all working in harmony. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome when we're living our dream.
Blue skies, bouncy springs. We just named 2 awesome things. A Nobel Prize, a piece of string. You know what's awesome? Everything. Dogs and fleas, allergies, a book of Greek antiquities, brand new pants, a very old vest. Awesome items are the best. Trees, frogs, clogs, they're awesome. Rocks, clocks, and socks, they're awesome. Figs and jigs and twigs, that's awesome. Everything you see or think or say is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool.